Let me ask you this. Has anyone ever said to you, so tell me, where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Where do you see yourself in a year's time? How do you see your body?
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Maybe you thought about it and you sat, you had a cup of tea and you had to think about it. Maybe you wrote it down, you tried to visualise it, but you just can't see it. I can't see it. I don't know. I can't see what it's going to be like. I don't know what I'm going to be like in 5 years. I know they're asking me, what do I want my body to be like? Where do I want to be in a year's time? But I haven't got a clue. And that is where panic sets in. And this is where we have a massive problem here, because we can't see it. And we're always told, if you can't see it, you can't achieve it. And then we start to panic, we start to worry, oh my gosh, I can't see this. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this because I can't see it, I can't visualise it. And those people are telling me that if I can't see it and I can't achieve it, or I can't feel it, I can't achieve it. So does that mean I'm stuck? I'm stuck here like this because they're telling me to do something and I just can't see it. And then you think you're doomed forever. Living in this body when you just don't want to be living in it, because it's creaking, it's slowing you down, and your mind and your body are so disconnected, it's unbelievable. And then something really, really bad happens. You stop exercising because you think, well, if I can't see it, it's hopeless. And you might even start eating to distract yourself because you feel like a failure because everyone else can do it, but I can't do it. And you start to feel trapped. But the thing is, you might know what you want, but you can't imagine it. You don't know what it would actually look like, what it actually feel like. And so you become overwhelmed. And when we become overwhelmed, we stop what we're doing because our brain's just go into meltdown. You've seen those, what are they called? The cartoons, where the cartoon character, like, steam starts coming out of their ears. That's exactly what we get like. Maybe you sit there with your eyes closed and you try meditating to visualise it. But all you can hear is, oh, I've got to pick the kids up, and what do I need shopping in the fridge? I need to unload the dishwasher, I need to do the cat litter tray, I've got to run the hoover over. Oh, what are we going to have for dinner next Tuesday? Better make sure I've got enough food in. Or maybe you sit with a spider graph and you draw it out like some mad scientist and you try to visualise it, you try to write it down, but again, nothing. Then you think, I know, I'll write it in a bullet point, because when I write it in a bullet point, that'll help me because it's nice and neat, I can see it all laid out. But again, nothing comes to fruition. Let me ask you this though, camera's not straight. Let me ask you this though, have you ever heard the saying, rules are meant to be broken? Rules are meant to be broken. I mean, who says, or you need to know where you're going to be in a year's time, or how you want your body to look in a year's time? At the end of the day, you make your life the way you want your life. And do you know what? The inspiration for this vlog came from one of our clients in one of our groups. And she said, I just can't see where I'm going to be. I just don't know. And do you know what? Because I don't know whether I can achieve it. I don't know if I can get there. Because if I can't see it, then will it actually happen? What is it, I think in Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel says,
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I think that's great saying. And yeah, it is good to have goals, and if you want to have those goals and you can see it a year in advance or 5 years in advance, great, that I'm really pleased for you. But if you're the sort of person who can't see past a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe even 6 months, then to be honest with you, you're pretty much screwed when it comes to this kind of exercise. So how are we going to deal with this? What's the best, most efficient way of dealing with this? Well, when I was on the call with my lady, this is a little analogy that I gave her, which I think is really going to help you today when it comes to this whole where do you want to be malarkey. Now, you probably noticed that I'm wearing these. A pair of glasses. Now, I wear glasses because I can't see. I can't see in the distance, and I need my glasses for kind of up close work. So if I was to look at you now, I can read what's on the lens, but if I was to take my glasses off and step away, I can't see the writing around the lens at all whatsoever. And this is exactly the same thing as to when you're trying to see where you want to be. Let me explain it a little bit more. But to explain this, we need to go upstairs so I can show you something out the window. Right, we're upstairs. Just undone the old Velux. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, epic fail. What I was going to show you didn't quite work out the window, so I'll show you something else. Right, okay, so I want you to look down the end of the corridor. Right, just look down the end of the corridor. Can you see that word, those 2 words that I've put on that board? Can you see it? And no zooming in to have a look at it. Can you see it? You can't, can you? Because it's blurry. It's too far in the distance. You can't see it without your glasses on. This is how this equates to... So this is how it equates to you. And this is how it equates to you looking too far into the future. You can't see that. Even if you squint your eyes, and you try to see what's going on. And you squint your eyes so much, you might even give yourself a headache. You know, one of those awful eye headaches that you get right over the eyes there? That is what you're doing. You're giving yourself a headache because you can't see it. Now, this is exactly what is going on when you're trying to have a 5-year or a year goal and you're getting so confused with it. So now, what happens when we put our glasses on? When we start to bring the object a little bit closer to us, we can see what's on the board. We can see what's going on. We can read it and it says, "What's up?" We can see it because we put our glasses on, because it's brought it closer to us. And when we can see that, we can achieve that. So at the moment, when you're looking 5 years, 10 years, a year, whatever it is for you that's overwhelming you and you can't see it, I want you to put your glasses on and bring that vision closer to you. Make it a week, make it 2 weeks, make it a month or 3 months, whatever is right for you. The rules are there to be broken. I want you to imagine you put a pair of glasses on and it brings the vision closer to you. Remember this one thing. This is your life and you can live it whichever way you want to. So don't allow the pressure of a 5-year or 10-year thing that gets in your way. Give yourself a break. And I think the saying is, what is it? A second, I need to look it up. I know what it is. It is, be the leading lady of your life. You be the director of your life. Don't let someone else direct you, something that you've seen on social media or whatever that tells you you need to do this or that. Break the rules. And I'm fully aware that maybe I'm suggesting something else to you, but I'm just telling you there's different options and you don't always have to go with option A, B or C. You can go with A, another, thank you very much. So put your glasses on, bring the vision closer to you and see how you get on with that.